Dear students, today we are going to discuss the fourth chapter of Geography. The chapter name is Indian Soils. Dear students, we are going to discuss the following topics from this chapter. They are meaning and importance of soils in India, types of soils and their distribution, soil erosion, causes and effects, and soil conservation. Now we are going to discuss the meaning and importance of the soil. Soil is a material composed of 5 ingredients. They are minerals, soil organic matters, living organism, gas and water. Soil minerals are divided into 3 size classes like clay, silt and sand. The percentage of particles in these size classes is called soil texture. The particular meaning of the soil is the thin surface layer of the earth comprising of closely intermixed mineral and organic matter or organic substances. As you know that agriculture is the main part of our country. It is also called as backbone of our country. The agriculture production is basically dependent on the fertility of the soil. The soil formation of India is mainly related to the parent rock, relief, climate and natural vegetation. Due to these all the reasons, in India we can see different kinds of the soils. So there is a wide variety of soils in India because of parent rock, relief, climate and natural vegetation. Soil is a natural resource that can be categorized into different soil types, each with distinct characteristics that provide growing benefits and limitations. Soil can be categorized into 6 types in India. They are alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil and mountain soil. In picture you can see that alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil and last one is mountain soil. Let me discuss the alluvial soil. The alluvial soil is formed because of alluvium. What is that alluvium? Alluvium is loose, unconsolidated soil or sediment that has been eroded, reshaped by water in some form and redeposited in a non-marine setting. Alluvium is typically made up of a variety of materials including fine particles of silt and clay and larger particles of sand and gravel. The soil that are composed of alluvium, I told you just now the meaning of alluvium, are called alluvial soil. They are formed from the sediments deposited by the rivers. When rivers are flowing, these rivers are bringing soil and deposited on the river bank. That kind of soil is called as alluvial soil. In India, the Indo-Gangetic Plain and by the sea waves in coastal area or coastal plain is covered by alluvial soil. They cover an area of about 15 lakh kilometers square. And Indo-Gangetic Plain is the largest alluvial soil plain in the world. And which type of the crops can be grown on this soil? Like wheat, paddy, sugarcane, cotton, jute and vegetables can be grown on this kind of the soil. Let me recall what is soil. Soil is the thin surface layer of the earth comprising of closely intermixed mineral and organic substances. The second question is, how is alluvial soil formed? They are formed from the sediments deposited by the rivers. What are the reasons for diversity of soils in India? The parent rock, relief, climate, natural vegetations are the reasons for diversity of soils in India. List out the types of soil found in India. In India, we can see alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil and mountain soil. Now we shall discuss about the second topic of this chapter, that is black soil. This soil is also known as Reger and black cotton soil, as they are best suited for cotton cultivation. Black soil is also known as Reger and black cotton soil just because of this soil is suitable for cotton cultivation. They are derived from the basalt rock. Basalt rock means a volcanic rock. So this soil is formed because of the basalt rock, and they are dark grey to black in color with high clay content. In this soil, clay content is more. That is why this soil is having more retentive of moisture and extremely compact. In India, black soil are largely found in Deccan Basalt Trap region, including Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, parts of Telangana, northern part of Karnataka, parts of Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. Black soil is covered near about 5.46 lakh kilometer square area in India. So which kind of the crops can be grown on this soil? So we can be grown like cotton, sugarcane, jowar, maize, pulses, wheat and chilies. So these are the crops we can be grown on this soil. Now we shall discuss about the red soil. Red soil is formed from the weathering of granite, gneiss and other crystalline rocks. The color of this soil is generally red or reddish brown. They are more sandy and less clay, that is why this soil is not retained moisture. But black soil is having more clay, which is having capacity of moisture retentive. The red soil cover a vast area of about 5.2 lakh kilometer square, and these soils are spread extensively in Tamil Nadu. They are also found in southern part of Karnataka, parts of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Kerala, Goa, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Nagaland, West Bengal. So in these are the states we can be seen the red soil. And which type of the crops we can grow on this soil, like ragi, millets, groundnuts, tobacco and potato are the suitable crops for the red soil. Now let me discuss about the laterite soil. The laterite soils are formed in tropical areas under the conditions of high temperature and rainfall. Wherever high temperature and rainfall is there we can see laterite soil. The laterite soil are mainly found in the uplands of Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, the Chotnagpur Plateau, Meghalaya Plateau and the Rajmal Hills, Vindhya and Satpur Hills. This kind of the soils are cover an area of near about 2.48 lakh kilometer square. They are leached soils and not fertile and are of limited use for agriculture. This kind of the soils are leached soil, means it is crushable and not fertile, even though it is limited use for the agriculture. So plantation crops like cashew, rubber, tea, coffee, paddy, so these are the crops can be grown on this soil. Now let me recall once again, how does black soil more retention of moisture? It has high clay content and extremely compact. That is why this soil is having more retentive or retention of moisture. What are the features of red soil? The red soil formed from the weathering of granite, gneiss and other crystalline rocks. The color of these soils is generally red or reddish brown, and they are more sandy and less clay. That is why they do not retain moisture. Now the fifth topic from this chapter, the desert soil. In the picture you can see the desert area. These soil are formed under the desert and semi-desert conditions. They are largely found in the northwestern part of India, especially Punjab, Haryana and all, even though Rajasthan. They are fairly friable, have a high content of soluble salt. They are sandy and low in moisture and humus. That is why this soil is not suitable for the cultivation of many crops. So in India, major parts of Rajasthan, southern Haryana, Punjab and north part of Gujarat are covered desert soil. They occupy near about 1.42 lakh kilometers square. So in the picture you can see date and pearl millet. So these are the two main crops we can be seen in desert soil or in semi-desert soil. The last topic of the soils in this chapter is mountain soil. They are mostly formed due to the decomposition of organic matter. This kind of soil we can see in the hills or near the forest area because of the trees. When trees are leaving the leaves, that leaves are coming down and falling on the soil. It is mixed with the soil. That soil is called as mountain soil. They are largely found in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur states and along the Western Ghats. These are the places are covered by mountain soil. These soils cover an area of 2.85 lakh kilometers square. So plantation crops like coffee, tea, fruits can be grown on this kind of the soil, and they are rich in humus and are fertile. This soil is good for the plantation crops because which is having more humus. The last topic of this chapter is the soil erosion. Now we are going to discuss about the soil erosion. Before going to discuss what is soil, we have to know that soil erosion refers to the removal of topsoil by natural agents. Natural agents like earthquake, tsunami, floods and all. The rivers, glaciers, winds, sea waves are the main part of the natural agents. These are remove the top layer of fertile soil and deflect, means reduce the fertility of the soil. What are the causes for the soil erosion? Mainly you can see here deforestation, overgrazing, shifting cultivation, faulty methods, making bricks and tiles from the alluvial soil or clay soil are the main reason for the soil erosion. What are the effects can be seen due to the soil erosion? Due to soil erosion, agriculture productivity will be decreasing, which is called as fall in agriculture productivity. It also leads to silting and floods. Due to the soil erosion, we can see floods, and the soil erosion also causes the change of the course of the rivers, even though it is reduced the capacity of the reservoirs. And due to the soil erosion, groundwater level is also lowered or decreased, and decrease in soil moisture. Due to the soil erosion, the moisture content or capacity may decrease. Vegetation covers dries up. Due to the soil erosion, vegetation will be getting decreased or dries up. Drought may increase, and it is having also problem in our economic condition. So these are the main or major effects we can see due to the soil erosion. The conservation of soil. What is the meaning of the conservation of soil? The protection of soil from erosion and preservation of the fertility of the soil is called soil conservation. Generally, we can call the protection of the soil is called as soil conservation. The several measures are adopted for conserving soil. We can be adopted several measures to protect the soil. What are those? Mainly we can say afforestation and reforestation. We should grow more number of trees, or we have to give support for the plantation and all. And we should control overgrazing and counter farming. Counter farming, construction of small walls to protect the product, means agriculture product, even though we have to protect the soil. Construction of the check dams. Due to the check dam also we can protect the soil erosion. And counter bounding. Counter bounding means constructing of the walls. And gully control means water flowing areas also you have to control. Then bench terracing. Bench terracing means step by step we have to make the walls and we have to do the agriculture. So by these are the measures we can control or we can protect the soil. And now I will recall the questions. What is soil erosion? Soil erosion refers to the removal of topsoil by natural agents, or you can write removal of the topsoil is also called as soil erosion. Mention the main causes of soil erosion. The very simple, they are deforestation, overgrazing, shifting cultivation, faulty methods, and using the good soil for making bricks and tiles are the main causes for the soil erosion.